You can start.
Good morning, members. I, Urja Karya, in the capacity of Company Secretary, welcome all the shareholders to the 37th AGM of the company, conducted through video conferencing mode in accordance with the circular issued by the UPA and SEBI. I would like to inform you all that Mr. Hetal Khalpada, the chairman of the company, shall act as the chairman of the meeting. Further, it is informed to the members that, as per the provision of Companies Act 2013, the Register of Directors and KMP, the Register of Contracts, and the candidature for appointment of directors are made available for inspection in electronic mode on the website of the company as well as on the platform of NSDL. I would like to take you all through some points with regards to participating in this meeting. The facility for joining the meeting through VC through NSDL's platform is being made through first come, first served basis. All the members joining the meeting are by default placed on mute mode to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and to ensure smooth and simple conduct of the meeting. Once the question and answer session starts, the chairman will announce one by one the names of the speaker shareholders. The speaker shareholders thereafter will be unmuted by the host. The speaker shareholders would be requested to turn on their video button while speaking. If for some reason the shareholder is not able to join through the video, the shareholder can speak through audio mode. We request the speaker shareholders to use earphones so that he or she can clearly be audible and to minimize any kind of noise in the background. We request all the shareholders to limit their speech to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if any member faces any technical issue, they may contact the helpline number provided in the AGM notice. Thank you all. Now I would like to request Mr. Hetal Khalpada, Chairman Sir, to commence the meeting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, sir.
I'm pleased to chair the 37th Annual General Meeting of the company. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the 37th Annual General Meeting of Winbro Commercial India Limited. As per the provisions of Companies Act 2013, as the requisite quorum required for the meeting is present, I hereby commence the proceedings for the today's meeting. I would have very much like to meet and address you all in person, but as you know, we are holding this meeting over the virtual platform due to the prevailing unprecedented circumstances. I would like to thank you for sparing the time to join us today from wherever you are, and for you have continued faith in Winbro Commercial India Limited and its management. I hope you and your family members are remaining healthy and staying safe. I would also like to welcome all the fellow directors of the company attending the meeting through the video conferencing from the respective places. As I call the names of the directors one by one, I request the board of directors to declare their presence at the meeting. Number 1, Mr. Sandeep Kejriwal.
Myself, Sandeep Kejriwal, Director of the company, and I am attending the meeting from the register office of the company located in Mumbai.
Mrs. Vaishali Dhuri, Non-Executive Director.
Good morning. Myself, Vaishali Dhuri, Director of the company. I am attending meeting from registered office of the company located in Mumbai. Thank you.
Mrs. Babita Thakur, Independent Director of the company. Urja, can you just check? I think she's on mute.
Just 1 second. She seems to have some technical difficulties. Can you just wait?
Yeah, okay, so meanwhile,
okay,
yeah. Mr. Ketan Desai, Independent Director of the company. Ketan bhai? I think he also has some technical issue.
Just 1 second, we'll just. Babita madam, can you hear me?
Ketan bhai, can you confirm your present, please? Ketan bhai?
Just call Ketan. Can we ask Mr. Vallabh Prasad Biyane to make the roll call?
Biyane ji, can you confirm your roll call, please?
केतन भाई बोल रहे नहीं, अनम्यूट नहीं कर रहे.
So it seems to be there is some technical glitch. I think we are trying to connect the directors.
Yeah, if we can just wait for a minute or two, they'll be back soon.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think we should continue with the meeting. They would be joining soon.
I think Ketan bhai is there, I think. Ketan bhai?
Ketan sir, can you hear us? I think he's present and we can see him, so we can move further, right?
And Biyane is also not confirmed. I think. I think there is some technical issue. I think we continue with the meeting proceedings. Mr. Mithun Soni, CEO of the company, Mr. Ritesh Jhaveri, CFO of the company, and Mr. Nishant Javasa, the secretarial auditor of the company, are attending the meeting through video conference mode from their respective locations. Since the meeting is held through video conferencing mode, as per the MCA circular, the requirement of appointment of proxy is not replicable, and according to the register of proxy is not maintained. Now, I take the opportunity to address the member at this meeting by summarizing the performance of the company in the last financial year and impact of COVID-19 on the company. Company adopted the Ind AS financial accounts for the first time in 31st March 2020. So correspondingly, the figures of 2019 were represented in Ind AS format. As you know, we are going through a COVID-19 phase. I think along with the whole world, our company has faced issues due to COVID-19, and our performance was impacted due to COVID-19. So I just read out the highlights of March 2020 figures. The company's revenue for operation was 9.4 crore. Other income was 2.86 lakhs. The total income was 9.43 crores. The profit before tax and interest was loss of 51 crore. Profit after tax was loss of 51.28 crore. Profit after tax was 33.83 crore. Other comprehensive loss was 59.54 crore, and total comprehensive loss for the company was 93.37 crore at standalone level. When I see this figure at console level, the company's operation income from operation remained the same as 9.4 crore. However, the loss of share of associate was 24.26 crores, resulted in a total comprehensive loss for the company of 163 crores. This is mainly because of the temporary impact on the share market and due to M2M losses which company incurred due to COVID-19 the March quarter. However, up to 30th September 2020, I am happy to inform you that up to September, so for first 6 months has been very good for the company. For the first 6 months, the company's total comprehensive income for the at standalone level was at 57.91 crore, whereas at console level it was at 106 crore. So I think probably we have recovered the M2M losses, majority of the M2M losses which the company had incurred in March quarter due to the COVID. Your company's annual report for the 31st March 2020 along with director's report, audited financial statements, auditor's report thereon have been sent to you by email. With your permission, I would like to take them as received and read. Now I request Urja Karia, Company Secretary, to brief the shareholder on the voting process. Urja?
Thank you, Chairman, sir. As per the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and MCA circular, the company had provided remote e-voting facility through NSDL's platform during the period from 12th of December 2020 to 15th of December 2020. And as the meeting is being conducted through video mode, the voting at the meeting will be conducted electronically by only those shareholders who have not casted their votes during the remote e-voting period by logging into the NSDL's e-voting platform. The voting can be done simultaneously along with the proceedings of this meeting. As the voting is not done through show of hands, the resolutions shall not be proposed and seconded. Mr. Nishan Javasa, practicing company secretary, have been appointed as the scrutinizer for the remote e-voting to be conducted at this AGM. The results along with the scrutinizer's report for the remote e-voting and the e-voting done at this meeting will be made available at the website of NSDL and of the company along with the stock exchanges within 48 hours of the conclusion of the meeting, that is on or before 18th of December 2020. Now I request Chairman sir to proceed further. Hetal sir, you need to unmute.
Just one sec. Sorry. I would like to read the resolutions as set forth in the notice of the AGM. The first resolution was to consider and adopt the unaudited financial statement for the company for the year ended 31st March 2020, together with auditor's report on board of directors and auditor reports thereon. B, the audited consolidated financial statement of the company for the year ended 31st March 2020, together with the reports of the auditors thereon. Agenda number 2, to consider and appoint and approve the reappointment of Mr. Hetal Khalpada, director who retires by rotation. Resolution number 3, to consider and approve the appointment of Mr. Ketan Desai as a non-executive independent director for second term for 5 years. Resolution number 4, to consider and approve the appointment of Mr. Vallabh Prasad Biyani as a non-executive independent director of the company. Agenda number 5, to consider and approve the appointment of Mr. Sandeep Kejriwal as a non-executive director of the company. Agenda number 6, to consider and approve the related party transactions. The resolution as set forth in the notice as read shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of the requisite numbers of the vote. As there are no speaker shareholders and no queries received from the shareholders of the company, I would like to conclude the meeting with a vote of thanks. Now, I thank the shareholders and express my appreciation and gratitude for the cooperation and assistance extended by the company's bankers, dealers, suppliers, and contractors, consultants for their ongoing supports and assistance. I continue to look at Wipro Commercial with a great optimism as a company with a great deal of resilience. The road ahead is full of challenges, but it is equally exciting and promising. I wish to place on record my deep sense of gratitude for my colleagues on the board for their counsel and support. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution and commitment of all our employees and their consistent level of performance, dedication, and loyalty and efforts in achieving the company's goal. My speech would not complete without thanking my shareholders for their sincere and committed contribution to build strong fundamentals and creating resilient base for the prospective growth in financial 2021. I would forward to your continued support and blessings in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.